We're joined by Rodney King's daughters now, Lora and Candice from Los Angeles. Good to have you, both of you with us this morning. I think we all have very, very vivid and disturbing memories of that time. But of course, for you two, I think you were 7 and 8 when your dad was beaten. It must be very different because it's so personal. Lora, do you remember seeing the images of your dad beaten? Do you remember the moments when you first saw what happened?
I do. I didn't know it was him at the moment, but yes, I do remember.
And what was that moment like, Lora, when you were watching an unarmed man being beaten by the police?
I felt like it was like an unreal situation. Even before I knew it was my dad, it was like unbelievable. Like, I couldn't believe that they were doing that.
Yeah, extraordinary pictures for anybody to digest, Candice, but when did you realise that it was actually your father that had been beaten by the police, and what was your reaction when that happened?
Well, I was about 10 years old, and we were having dinner, and when I realized that the news came on and my mom went outside, and the whole apartment complex were outside, and then everyone was talking about it, and then I heard my mom repeat it again and mention his name is Rodney, and then and I knew it was him, so I went by myself, and I cried, and I just stayed in because I didn't know what was going on.
Well, no,
I just knew it wasn't good. Like, if we go to the stores or anywhere and people are talking about it and they don't know, you know, that's our father or something like that, we had to deal with that. The comments, the ups, the downs. You know, some people loved him, some people hated him, some people made jokes out of it. And we had to deal with that, and we still deal with it to this day.
Lora, you and Candice were 7 and 8 years old. It's the last thing you should have to confront at that age. When you think back to that time, what was the worst it got for you as little girls growing up in LA with a father that had been put through this?
I would have to say judgment, because to us he was a father, but to them they were whoever the media portrayed him to be, and so there was things that were said that weren't true. There was just lots of unnecessary comments that it was pretty harsh, pretty harsh.
At that time in LA, murder was at record highs. There were huge problems with drug and alcoholism. Certain areas of the city were experiencing enormous problems. And of course, we know the racial tensions. Has it changed, both for the city generally and for tensions between police and black people?
No. What you say?
No, it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed at all. It's still happening every day. And I guess maybe they have a different way of going about it, or however, but it's still happening. And there's there's something we need to do.
Lora, we know that Donald Trump has said through the campaign that it was a divisive campaign. We need to try and heal the nation now. We need to sort of heal those rifts that have come. Do you feel that Donald Trump is the right president to try and do that? Has he been a divisive influence in your opinion, or is he actually reaching out and finding ways of bringing people together?
I mean, I think different people have a way of considering healing. You know, I don't know if he meant like get over it, or I just don't think the state of emergency of what's really going on is really important to people. I don't think they really get how important it is. I don't know if that's just something to say to like ease the tension, but I think we need to apply, you know, action with what we say.
And on Saturday, you're marking the 25 years, aren't you, with a special event, a memorial for your dad, if you like. And what would you like to come out of that?
We're actually doing a memorial for the victims that lost their lives during the riots first. And we'll be honoring Latasha Harlan. We'll be honoring my dad and you know, a few other people. But I think it's very important to mention the people who died as a result of the riots, because oftentimes, over and over, they just mention the damage, but people actually lost their life. They died for, you know, however they died, whether it was interaction with the police or in a fire or whatever. I just think that they should be acknowledged.